Okay, so get ready, because today
this is exciting.
we are diving deep into how to be successful.
I love it.
We all want that, right?
Absolutely.
And usually we like to look to,
Like big names.
big names in business or,
Authors.
authors, experts, those sorts of folks.
Right.
But today, we are going in a different direction.
Interesting.
Our source material
Yeah. What is it?
is a motivational podcast script.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. A podcast script.
Yes, a podcast script.
Very meta.
It is meta, but it's actually super interesting.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
This script lays out some really cool universal principles for success.
I mean, there are tons of those out there, right?
For sure. But this script,
Oh, that's different.
it just does it in a really fresh way.
I'm ready.
So we're going to be talking about things like mindset and action,
Love those.
resilience, and then like the people you surround yourself with.
Oh, great. Positive influences.
Exactly.
I'm excited to see how this all comes together.
Me too.
Where do we start?
Well, this script starts off strong. It talks about mindset.
Okay.
And you know how most people are like, oh, avoid challenges at all costs?
Yeah, like run away.
This script is like, no, embrace the challenge. See challenges as opportunities.
Okay, like that.
Because think about it.
Mm.
Like when you hit a roadblock, sometimes it forces you to think differently.
Right, you have to come up with a new solution.
And then sometimes that new solution
It's actually way better.
than your original plan.
Yeah, you end up somewhere you never expected.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's what this script is getting at.
I see. So it's all about how we view those challenges.
It really is.
That's so powerful.
And this is what Carol Dweck calls a growth mindset.
Yes.
It's the idea that we can actually learn and grow from our challenges.
Not just avoid them,
Right.
but like lean into them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I bet you can think of a time
Oh, I'm sure everyone listening can.
where you faced a setback.
Maybe a project failed or something.
Right. And it forced you to.
Rethink everything.
And in the end, it actually,
Turned out to be a good thing.
it was a blessing in disguise.
It happens more often than we think.
So much more.
I love that this podcast script is highlighting that.
Me too.
Okay, so we've talked about mindset,
Right. The foundation.
but this script doesn't stop there.
Of course not.
It also talks about taking action.
Because we can't just think about success. Right.
Can't just sit around and daydream about it.
We got to do something.
We have to take action.
Then make it happen.
And I think a lot of people
It's stuck here.
totally
They have big dreams.
huge dreams
But then taking that first step,
feels impossible.
so overwhelming.
And the script talks about that.
It does.
Yeah, it says you got to break down your goals into smaller steps.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right.
Bite-sized pieces.
Exactly. It's like training for a marathon.
Oh, I love this analogy.
You wouldn't try to run 26 miles on day one.
No way.
You'd start small.
Build up slowly.
Exactly. And you'd celebrate those small milestones along the way.
Those little wins are so important because it keeps you motivated.
And it builds momentum.
It does.
Yeah.
And it's the same with any goal.
Whether you're writing a book or starting a business,
Doesn't matter.
break it down.
Small steps every day.
Okay, I'm feeling inspired already.
Me too.
No.
All right, so we've covered mindset and action,
Two crucial elements.
but there's another big one that this script dives into.
What's that?
Resilience.
Oh, resilience. Yeah.
And it doesn't sugarcoat it.
How so?
It basically says that you are going to face setbacks.
That's just part of life, right?
It is, and it's how you deal with those setbacks that determines your success.
You gotta be able to bounce back.
Exactly.
So how does the script say we can do that?
Well, it talks about the importance of learning from your mistakes,
Oh, yeah.
not being afraid to fail.
Because failure is just,
Feedback.
I like that.
It's information.
Tells us what to adjust.
Right. So instead of seeing failure as
You're
like,
gonna get the world.
yeah, as this like horrible thing,
You should embrace it.
we should see it as an opportunity to learn and grow.
I mean, think about some of the most successful people out there.
Oh, yeah.
They've all faced setbacks,
They've all had failures.
but they didn't give up.
They learned from their mistakes,
They adapted and they kept going.
and that's what made them successful.
So true. So it's not about avoiding failure.
It's about not letting it define you.
Love that. Okay, so we've got mindset, action, resilience.
What else is there?
There's one more big piece to this puzzle.
And this one's all about the people you surround yourself with.
Oh, yeah. The script talks about positive influences,
And I think we all know on some level that this is important,
like intuitively.
right? We know that the people you spend time with can influence us.
But we don't always think about it intentionally.
We don't. And this script is all about being intentional.
About choosing those positive influences.
Yes. So who are those positive influences?
Well, they could be mentors.
People who have been there and done that.
Right. They can offer guidance and support.
They can also be your friends.
People who believe in you.
Even when you doubt yourself.
And they can also be communities.
Oh yeah, like online groups or in-person groups.
Where you can connect with people who are pursuing similar goals.
That shared energy can be so powerful.
It really can.
Because when you're surrounded by people who are positive and supportive,
it lifts you up.
It does. It gives you the strength to keep going.
Even when things get tough.
So think about your own life.
Yeah.
Who are the people who inspire you?
Who are the people who make you feel like you can achieve anything?
Those are the people you want to keep close.
You're your positive influences.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We talked about the 4 key principles from this motivational podcast script.
Mindset,
resilience,
and positive influence.
And what I love about this script is that it doesn't just leave us with these abstract concepts.
It makes it practical.
Right. It's all about application.
It's about taking these principles and actually using them in our lives.
To create the success that we want.
And I think the best way to do that is to start small. One step at a time.
So I'm going to leave you with a question.
Ooh, I love a good question.
What's one small action inspired by these principles that you can take today to move closer to your own version of success?
It could be anything.
It could be reaching out to a mentor or joining a supportive community.
Or it could be simply shifting your mindset to embrace challenges.
Just one small step.
That's all it takes.
Because even the biggest journeys start with a single step.
And remember, you have the potential to achieve anything you set your mind to.
You've got this.
Keep diving.
Until next time.